Hi guys, I was just about to lay down to go to sleep. It's like 1:38 a.m. here in Hawaii. Technically it's Sunday morning and we got to do an energy check-in. I don't know why, but we're going to follow what my intuition tells me to do. Something has shifted. Okay, the magnetic pull is getting stronger, and that magnetic pull, it's going to be different for everybody. For some of you, it's this magnetic pull to your lifetime partner. For some of you, it's this magnetic pull to a new path, which is career. It's just this really deep inner knowing and almost like divine intervention in a sense. So the synchronicities and signs and things are just like through the roof right now. I'm going to start by using the Isis Oracle deck because it's just what I feel drawn to do. And I just want to see why I feel the need to have to do another reading, almost as if it's like an energy check-in, like something's shifted. That's too many. No, that's too many. I don't feel all that. Flower of Life. How funny, because this was one of the cards in there, and of all of those that fell out, it was like 4 of them. This is the one that actually literally caught my eye, swear to you. Flower of Life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. If you guys have watched my past readings, what did I just talk about? It's that one of the hardest things for me to have done, and it really was the hardest thing, was surrendering. Because when we surrender, we give up control. And for people like me, type A personality, that's difficult to do. But we have to surrender. When I surrendered last year, it changed my life. And it's time to surrender yet again, which I have done maybe about a month and a half ago or so. And it's starting to change my life again. Why? Because when you surrender, you allow. And in order to receive, you have to be able to allow abundance to come to you. Whew, totally fucking spot on, you guys. Proper burial for freedom. We've gotten this card in the past. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. Free. You guys have heard me also channel that word, freedom. For those that are single, it's not about being lonely. It's about being free, right? There's a difference between loneliness and freedom, and it really is about perspective. Now you can see where this is going, that you can just absolutely see where the energy is going. Basically, they're saying it's time. It's basically the last sentence here. Now is the time for your blossoming. It's fucking harvest time. But you have to let go of the old in order to make room for the new. It's like the 3 of Wands card. We're waiting for our ships to come in. But imagine it being like a harbor. And there is no place for this boat to dock. There's no place to go. So it's circling and circling and circling. You have to remove some of the boats so that this new shipment has space. I feel like those want to come out. Let me feel it. Pyramid of Light, psychic protection. You guys know we've been talking about this. Psychic insight is going to be through the roof, and the third eye is going to blast wide open. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There is nothing to fear, and only more awareness of the power and protection of the divine love to experience. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is now time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. Look at that. Egyptian past lives for many of us is becoming very, very, very relevant. We are remembering them as if they just happened yesterday. And it's for a reason. All of the timelines are collapsing. You also have life restored. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too you will rise again, healed and renewed. It's like a spiritual awakening happened and a transformation here occurred. And now it's time to rise the fuck back up. Get up. It's time. All right, I want to start by using, because Egyptian themed, I want to use the new Egyptian tarot deck that I have purchased through Amazon. You have the Knave of Swords, Page of Swords again. Every single reading we are getting the Page of Swords. This is spying, lurking. This is also doing more research. We constantly keep talking about this. I forget, I think it was on my live tonight that I was using the Lover's Oracle card. My live on Instagram, if you guys don't follow me, it's xi_missy_xi. And I pulled 3 Lover's Oracle cards, and the last card was the Secret Admirer card. I keep continuously pulling this Page of Swords energy, and I can feel it, that it's as if, like I said, this magnetic pull where your soul is being pulled. For some of you, it's to another person. And for some of you, you may not have met this person yet, but that doesn't mean that they haven't seen you, or vice versa, that you haven't seen them. Page of Swords, constant. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is fast, aggressive, moving energy. Someone here's spying and they want to communicate. They want to. It's almost as if they feel, and I'm going to tell you something right now, within this next, I would say month and a half, 2 months, the pull to want to make contact is going to be ridiculously overwhelming. The more that they spy, and really, let's put it this way. For those that have not technically put eyes on each other or don't know of each other's existence, the third eye has been activated, which means now past lives are being remembered. So in essence, you guys are kind of connected in spirit. In that form, okay? So this spying sense can be via dreams, or like they're dreaming of you and you're dreaming of them, or vice versa, or 2 of you together, but you don't technically know who this person is, but you're going, why the fuck am I dreaming of this person? And then watch what ends up happening. For some of you, you guys will actually end up seeing them. Little do you or they know it's an actual real person. It's fucking nuts. I know, it's crazy, but it's what I feel. The magnetic pull will be insane. 3 of Cups. Death, we talked about that here. Death was the resurrection, rising up from the ashes, and the 7 of Pentacles. All right, let's talk about this 3 of Cups. It's actually the 3 of Chalices in this deck. Reunion. You see something's growing too. Look at this card. You have something growing from the cup. Harvest time. Now is the time for your blossoming. Here it is. 3 of Cups is reunion. It's a time of celebration. Harvest time for sure. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is that energy where we've invested a lot of time and effort into planting our seeds of intention. It's fucking harvest time. And then death. Endings and new beginnings. Could be Scorpio energy here also. Endings and new beginnings. It's also a rebirth. It is a rebirth. There is a resurrection here of something. Of course, people, if you've gone through spiritual awakening, but also it's a rebirth of a relationship, of a vow. There were vows taken. I've done a reading about that maybe about a month and a half ago or so, called The Vow. It's like the vows are being remembered. God, look at that. The star. Star could be Aquarius. They have to follow the North Star home. When I said that they're feeling, or you're feeling, this magnetic pull towards each other, it's as if you're feeling the pull to this light or down this path. And, you know, when ships are lost at sea, they say follow the North Star. If you're ever lost, you follow the North Star back home. They're fucking coming home. Home is not exactly a place either. Home is a person. Home is a feeling. This is also destined and fated events with the star. This is about wish fulfillment also. A wish is coming true because it's time. I feel like this wish was planted, so to speak. The intention was put into the universe, and now it's finally time. You have the Tower. Sudden changes. This is Uranus energy. Lightning striking out of left field. This is you not seeing it coming, you or them. Whatever this is, whether it's you feeling like a draw to have to quit your job and you start something entirely new, or if it's in love. Someone doesn't see it coming. The Tower is divine intervention, and it's also course correction here. It's because you're on the wrong path. You're with the wrong person. You're at the wrong job. It's course correction here. Look at how powerful the three major arcanas are. Death, the Star, and the Tower. If you guys know the Star of Isis, right, which is Sirius, it's making me think of that. And as soon as I looked at my timer on my phone, it said 11:11. Jesus Christ, the synchronicities are through the roof. There's something to do with Isis, and it's funny how I was drawn to use the Isis Oracle deck here. Sirius, the star Sirius, the star coming back home. Divine intervention happening here. It's time. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. How fucking weird. I said this earlier when I was on live, that I go through my new decks and I make sure I separate every single card. And after I did that reading, I separated the 5 and 6 of Swords and the 5 and 6 of Cups. 5 and 6 of Wands, all of them, I separated them, and here they are again. The 5 of Swords is fuckery. It's thoughts though, right? So like this is like in the head thoughts, people mind fucking you too. And then the 6 of Swords is peace of mind. It's almost like just a reiteration, and everyone's seeing 5s and 7s. Excuse me, 5, 6, 7, and 8s is what people are seeing tremendously right now. 5, 6, 7, and 8s. So for me, I see triple 5s constantly. I see triple 8s. My odometer last weekend was 88,888 miles. It's peace of mind here. If you were worried, if there was any kind of chaos, confusion, you're moving on to calmer waters here now. The 8 of fucking Cups. The 8 of Cups. Speaking of 8s. Infinite. It's infinite, right? 8. 8 is abundance also. 8 of Cups is walking away from people, places, or things that do not serve us any longer. God damn, the energy just all intertwines with these Isis Oracle cards. The 8 of Cups, after the 8 of Cups is the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You gotta let go in order to receive, remember? Says here in the proper burial for freedom card. Says, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. It's just freeing yourself. During this time period of Venus in retrograde in Scorpio, I've discussed this, that things will become crystal clear. If you're in a current relationship that is not very great, you will be looking at this person going, I can't do this anymore. 5 of Pentacles, walking away from something. Feeling ghosted or feeling like you got left out in the cold, or you're doing that to someone else. For some of you guys, you're in a situation, whether it's a job or a relationship, that is not emotionally fulfilling, period. And you need to walk away from it. It's not emotionally fulfilling. There's just no other way to put it. You're not happy. The Chariot. They come home on the Chariot. I fucking told you. I can't. The freaking cards are all the same, and they're just ridiculous. They're coming home. You're coming home. Home where? to where you truly belong, the path that leads you to your 10 of fucking cups. If you are single, there is a race. People on the chariot, so to speak, racing to you. It's a race. When it rains, it pours too. There will be multiple people. Chariot can be Cancerian energy also. The Knave of Chalices, this is the Page of Cups. Someone coming back from the past. Anytime I get the Page of Cups, for me, it's someone coming back from the past that you've already had some type of dealings with, whether this lifetime or a past life. Someone's coming back. We keep getting the Six of Cups card also. Someone's coming back from the past. The Hermit, awakening and justice, balance. Libra season with justice. The scales need to be balanced out here. We're reaping what we sowed. If you did good, you get good. Reaping what you sowed. This is also about balance within oneself. I've been talking about that. Balancing out the feminine and divine, your own feminine and masculine within yourself. There will be karmic justice happening here. And then the Hermit. Hermit could be Virgo. But the Hermit is this energy of seeking inner knowledge. You're on a quest to learn. Spiritual awakening here too. See the Sun? The Sun is going to bring tremendous enlightenment, whether that's via dreams, whether that's via downloads, whether that is just a knowing. Once the third eye opens, it just floods in. But you have to be able to allow that to happen. I'm going to go ahead and do another spread here. Tell us what we need to know. Tell us what we need to know about this energy shift. Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune and Strength. Seven of Wands can be a block, obstacles, but obstacles are being removed. I had the Lord Ganesh card in my reading I did. I think it was the weekend reading or I can't remember which one it was. You guys have to remind me. Obstacles being removed, having the strength to overcome these obstacles and blockages. Could also be Leo energy, but then the wheel turns after that. The Wheel of Fortune turns. Karma also. Wheel of Fortune, wheel is karma. Talked about that with the Libra card. Karmic lessons are learned. Karmic debt is paid off. The wheel turns and abundance flows in. It's also about divine timing to destiny with the wheel. Destined and fated. All of those kinds of energies are going to be really relevant during Venus in retro. Pluto going direct. Jupiter is going to be making its way into Scorpio if you follow Vedic astrology. And Jupiter's been in Scorpio for the past year or so if you follow Western astrology. Whatever the case is, however these energies are playing out with Uranus being, going to be going into Taurus. And, Jupiter is this energy of luck. Uranus is that of unexpected, destined and fated events happening. And how do they happen? With a little bit of help from the universe. Because it's now time. November is going to bring a lot of things. Nine of Pentacles, being single and independent, living your best fucking life. Being extremely content and happy. That's the difference between freedom and loneliness when you're single. A Nine of Pentacles energy is someone that doesn't feel lonely. They feel happy and free and content. They're working really hard. They're on the right path. They're content. They're grateful. Two of Wands and Temperance. And the Nine of Wands. Two nines here. Nines are endings. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is that energy of being guarded with the Two of Wands energy here. Two of Wands is making a decision. Nine of Wands is almost like being guarded or blocking something. Someone here was afraid to make a decision, which is why the universe is coming in to intervene for some of you. This clarity that comes during this time period, also this next month and a half to 2 months, helps you make this decision that you need to make. And Temperance here is about alchemy, balance, reconciliation, divine intervention also. There's the Sun again too. Keep channeling the Sun. I had the Sun card like a couple times in that one reading I did. Truth and clarity, illumination, things coming to light. As above, so below. I just saw in my head. As above, so below. It's like the magician energy, you know? But whatever happens above will affect below. As within, so without. There's the Fool. Clean slate. There's the Moon. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is mental entrapment. There was this mental entrapment because of the Moon energy here. The Moon is about things that are illusionary. This time period is really going to be about us seeing the difference between what is truth and what is illusion. It kept you all in your head, and it's another 8, kept you all in your head because of these illusions. The Sun is going to bring clarity on this, which now makes this go away to give peace of mind. And then you have the Fool here, which is a fresh, clean slate that's being offered. The reset button. It's like having a brand new book. You know, I always describe it to you guys as if we have 3 books and we finally closed out the 2nd book. And now we're going to start reading the 3rd and final book in this trilogy. So it's like you just got handed the 3rd book. Fresh, clean slate, fresh, clean canvas. How exciting. It's just this whole new beginning for you. This is the Tattoo Tarot deck that I also just got. I want to get a couple of cards out of this deck. I don't know why. What do we need to know? 4 of Swords. Surrendering. Knight of Wands. So action can take place. How beautiful these cards are. 4 of Swords, surrender. Knight of Wands, fast action. So that action, movement can take place. Remember, we have to allow to receive. Whoops. We're not taking all those. The Knave of Cups is the Page of Cups. Again, somebody wanting to offer something. Something that is already already been manifested. Sorry about that. I'm not taking all those either. They're all face down. I don't feel them. But I do feel this one that came up like this. Face up, the fucking Ace of Cups. Self-love. Have you learned that lesson? Or are you still codependent? Ace of Cups. There's the Sun on that cup too, on this chalice. This is also new love, new beginnings. True love is what I feel. The real lifetime partner appears. But they appear when you surrender and then movement takes place here. You surrender and you allow. The magnetic pull, it is intense. Strength again. Having courage. Having strength to overcome some type of restriction. Someone here had to have the strength to overcome ego. There's a Sun in the background there too. Could be Leo energy. Someone had to have the strength to overcome something here. I almost feel like it's exactly what I talked about in one of my readings earlier. You needed to have the strength to surrender, which is one of the hardest things to do. It's one of the most simplest things to do, but tell me why it's the hardest. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups is someone that is open and receptive to receiving love. This is also a person that has their own cup. Self-love lesson. Now you have your own cup. You meet a counterpart now that has their cup also. It's like a Two of Cups energy. Both of you guys mutually offering a full cup to each other. God damn it. Sorry, the cards are so slippery because they're brand new. Here is the Sun. As we knew it would come out. Clarity. Illumination of all of these things that are hidden. It's almost as if this new time period, for those of you this is for, it unlocks something, activates something, and now you start seeing things for what it is. Four of Cups. This is a card of unrequited love, boredom, dissatisfaction. For those that are in a current situation, dissatisfied, the Sun is going to bring clarity on that, and you're going to have just this extreme knowing of, I'm just not satisfied. Whether this is a job or this is in a current relationship. Two of Swords, indecision. And then Two of Wands, making a decision. That's after that clarity comes in. And then we have the Knave of Coins, which is the Page of Pentacles. Offer coming in. See on that coin too, there's a diamond. It's definitely counterparts, lifetime counterparts too, where it could lead to marriage, hence the diamond. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. I wanted to grab these two oracle decks here, and I'm going to finish up this reading by pulling some cards off of the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. It's up to you. Remain positive. You are the co-creator in this. You manifest your own reality. Remain positive, because our thoughts, our feelings, and what we say manifest. So be very, 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 very careful what you think. Be very careful what you say, and be very careful of what you feel. It truly is up to you. What do you want? This is the Lover's Oracle deck. You want to live a stagnant life with someone that you're not feeling? Do you want to be in a dead-end job? Your soul is trying to call you to the path that leads you to your Ten of Cups. Why are you resisting? You have to surrender. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. They're coming. They're fucking coming. Soulmate, twin flame, one and the same. I'll talk about that a little later when I'm more guided to. I've kind of shared my thoughts of that on tonight's live on Instagram. And again, we have playfulness. I put playfulness in the Doreen Virtue deck. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. It's really about being lighthearted and just absolutely having fun. And there's balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. There you have it. I don't know, this energy needed to come out. This is definitely going to hit home for quite a few of you. The energy is shifting, but it will only shift if you surrender. Because when you surrender, you allow. All right, you guys, thank you so very much. Reminder, if you're a Libra sun sign, your readings are now on sale. Click the box below for all of my information if you want to book a personal reading. All of my links for my social media is down below also, okay? Thank you guys so much. Love you.